Hi everyone, and welcome to another review. As you can see, with us today is a Mustang, but not just any Mustang. This is the Mustang Mach 1. In the Mustang lineup, this would fall between a Mustang GT and the GT350. So what is a Mach 1? The Mach 1 is a performance package introduced back in 1968 to the Mustang lineup for the 1969-1970 models, and it was available until 1978. It did make a brief comeback in the 2003-2004 model, and here we have it again for the 2022 Mustang, at least in our markets. So let's begin, and let me tell you all about the Mustang Mach 1. What makes a Mustang Mach 1 different from your regular Mustang exterior wise? When you look at it, you definitely know this is a Mach 1. You have the Mach 1 logos all around the car, and you have these black and orange decals on the hood and on the side of the car as well. In the front, you have these vents that look real on the hood, but actually when I open the bonnet, these lead nowhere. I wish they were actual vents, but they're just here for styling. In the bumper, you do actually get a different lip on the car, and in the grille, you get these, reminiscent of the original Mustang Mach 1. I guess they're a chance for you to add some maybe fog lights to add, additional charisma to the car. As you can see, the Mustang logo here comes with a sort of a matte finish, as opposed to the chrome finish we get on the regular Mustang as well. Moving to the side of the car, I have to definitely point out the brilliant color we have on the car with us today. This color is called Jet Fighter Gray, and it looks fabulous on the Mustang Mach 1 we have with us today. On the side, again, you have the Mach 1 logo, you have the side skirt and the decals in black and orange as well across the side of the car. The rims come in this matte finish, and I love this chrome ring around it that gives you this classic feel to the way the tires. But the most important thing is actually behind the rim. The Mustang Mach 1 comes equipped with these orange colored Brembo brakes. Here in the back, we'll first notice this shiny looking added wing to the car. Some of the Mustang Mach 1s I've seen online in the States have a larger wing that looks more aggressive, but we get this like a sticked on kind of a wing here in the GCC. Regular design in the back, but the most important thing about a Mustang and the Mach 1 in particular are these fabulous real exhaust tips. Look how big this thing is. Practicality. The boot is pretty big for a coupe. It's 408 liters, but unfortunately, you're using most of the space for your spare tire. I don't know why the spare tire is living in the boot. Usually in other Mustangs, it's underneath the boot, but for some reason in the Mach 1, it's right here. I don't know why, but at least you can fit some other stuff. We have a bag, we have our camera equipment that fits around the spare tire. So think about that when you're talking practicality in the Mach 1. The first thing you will notice when you step into the Mach 1 are these fabulous Recaro seats. They just hug you in place. And of course, in a car like a Mustang Mach 1, you definitely need them. What I liked about them though is like usually Recaro seats are not really comfortable for long distances, but this being an American car, I think the Recaro did a very good job of making them as comfortable and as sporty as possible at the same time. Now, other than that, the interior is your regular Mustang interior. Nothing changed here. Maybe they just added this kind of metal look on the dashboard. But the other thing to notice as well, that you have this badge that says Mach 1, and on it you get a unique chassis number for this specific car. So Each one of these Mach 1s will have its unique number. The one with us today is number 4009. Some people actually online are beginning a thread to see how high that number goes so they would know. Some people online have actually added a thread on Reddit to see how high this number goes so they would know how many Mach 1s have been produced by Ford. Other than that, you get your regular Mustang stuff. You have the sync infotainment system, the digital instrument cluster that you get in a regular Mustang. I love, of course, the jet fighter inspired buttons, and you get a lot of buttons to help you control your navigation, your audio system, and cruise control right from the steering wheel. We get little plasticky pedal shifters behind the steering wheel as well. I wish in the Mach 1 they gave them maybe another, made them in metal or gave them another feel, but at least they're there and they do the job. In terms of power, the Mach 1 only gets an additional 20 horsepower when compared to the regular Mustang GT. But this thing with its 480 horsepower and 624 Newton meters of torque is such a fabulous muscle car. 0 to 100 is in about almost 5 seconds. This thing just jumps through the numbers on the speedometer. Of course, I just hit the speed limit of this road in the first few seconds. 0 to 100, as I said, almost takes 5 seconds because the car we have with us today is mated to the 10-speed automatic. And of course, if you want more performance and more engagement in the drive, you can still order the Mach 1 in a 6-speed manual, and not just any 6-speed manual. It comes with the 6-speed manual that it inherits from the GT350. Now, the Mach 1 is different than your regular GT with more stiffness, and you can actually feel that in the car when you go around any corner. I think this is like the most performance or track focused Mustang GT you can buy right now. It's sort of a Mustang GT that's already modified for you by the agency. A lot of people might actually want that instead of going and changing a lot of things in their regular Mustang GT. The suspension is a MagneRide suspension that adjusts according to your driving modes, and it's a brilliant balance. When you want it, it could be really stiff, so you can feel more control when driving the car. Otherwise, when it's in comfort mode, it's actually really comfortable, and you can definitely use the Mustang Mach 1 every day. Now, how much you can withstand this amazing sound every day? Well, don't worry, because as I said, this exhaust system comes fitted with an active valve, and you can manually adjust that to make the car much quieter, especially if your neighbors, get a little bit annoyed with these fabulous sounds. Amazing sounds. And to add to that, this exhaust system comes with a quiet timer. You can actually set the time, let's say morning time, when you're just starting to drive the car, to not annoy any neighbors. You can set it to quiet mode between, let's say, 7 a.m. and 8 a.m. And I'm gonna skip right to the price of the Mach 1 here in the UAE. You can buy one of these beauties for 291,171 dirhams. What do you think? Is it a fair price for such a beautiful, amazing sounding car? Or would you rather go for, a Challenger SRT or a Camaro SS? Let me know in the comments below which one would you choose as your next muscle car, and see you in the next one.